Lesson 2. Sentence Structure. Let's start. Read the short sentences given below. Ragini is a girl. She is brilliant. She is 12 years old. Her parents live abroad. She lives with her grandmother. She loves her grandmother. Join all of them to form one big sentence. Underline the words you use to join them. Let's understand. Did you realize that the sentence you made is a lot more complex than the simple individual ones? Notice also that group of words can be put together in different structures to obtain different types of sentences. You will study about the following sentence structures in this chapter: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. Let's read about them in more detail. Simple sentences. A simple sentence has an independent clause with a subject and a verb. It expresses a complete thought and can stand on its own. Your sisters talked. Subject, sisters. Verb, talked. The ministers understood. Subject, ministers. Verb, understood. Simple sentences can be formed in the following manner. Subject plus verb. Mukti dances. The doorbell rang. Subject plus verb plus direct object. The cook made vegetable stew. The dogs barked at the thief. Subject plus verb plus indirect object plus direct object. Amir bought his sister a chain. The girl made her doll a dress. Simple sentences may have more than one subject or object. They are treated in the same manner as the single subject or object. Note that sometimes the position of the direct and the indirect object can be exchanged and a preposition added. In this case, the sentence structure becomes subject plus verb plus direct object plus preposition plus indirect object. Amir bought a necklace for his sister. The girl made a dress for her doll. Compound sentences. Coordinate clauses. A compound sentence is formed when two or more independent clauses, also called coordinate clauses, are joined with conjunctions such as and, or, but, etc. Consider the following sentence. We shouldn't waste water, for every drop of water is precious. The sentence can be broken up as follows. We shouldn't waste water. Every drop of water is precious. These clauses are complete thoughts and can stand by themselves. By the virtue of joining coordinate clauses, the conjunctions are called coordinating conjunctions. They are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. You can easily recall them if you remember the acronyms fanboys. Compound sentences can be formed in the following manner. Independent clause plus conjunctions plus independent clause. The cat is chasing the mouse. The mouse is running with the cheese. The cat is chasing the mouse and the mouse is running with the cheese. It is a nice day today. It is too humid for my taste. It is a nice day today, but it is too humid for my taste. Complex sentences. Subordinate clauses. A complex sentence is formed when an independent clause is joined with a dependent one through conjunctions, such as because, before, even if, etc. Consider the following sentence. They will pay me only after I have finished the project. The sentence can be broken up as follows. They will pay me only after I have finished the project. The first clause is a complete thought and can stand by itself. The second, instead, is incomplete and has to depend upon the first one. Such a clause is called a subordinate clause. By the virtue of joining independent clauses with subordinate clauses, the conjunctions are called subordinating conjunctions. Some of the common ones are although, so that, as, until, because, when, before, whenever, even if, where, even though, wherever, how, since, in order that, while, lest, now that, than, that, though. Complex sentences can be formed in the following manner. Independent clause plus conjunctions plus subordinate clause. He hid the necklace in his pocket. It was not his. He hid the necklace in his pocket as it was not his. You will have to pay a late fee. You submit the papers after 31st January. You will have to pay a late fee if you submit the papers after 31st January. Compound sentences versus complex sentences. You can do the following to ascertain whether a sentence is compound or complex. Divide the sentence into two clauses by the conjunction. If the clauses are complete and can stand by themselves, the sentence in question is compound. If one of the clauses is complete while the other is not, the sentence in question is complex. Let's consider the following examples to elaborate upon these points. 1. The young actor was talented, but he forgot his lines. Clause 1. Clause 2. Both the clauses are complete thoughts and can stand by themselves. Hence, sentence 1 is a compound sentence. 2. The young actor was successful because he was talented. Clause 1. Clause 2. The first clause is complete thought and can stand by itself, but the second clause does not make sense. It has to depend upon the first one to complete its thought. Hence, sentence 2 is a complex sentence. Do remember that sentences can be simple, compound, or complex. A simple sentence has one independent clause. A compound sentence has two independent clauses that are joined together by a conjunction. A complex sentence has one independent clause and one or more subordinate clause that are joined together by a conjunction. Lesson 3.